everyone, welcome back to The Collector with me, Jace, and sorry, a bit of a delayed video here covering what my thoughts were of the Next Level Showcase X, Part 1. Next Level Showcase X Part 1. Yeah, for those of you who don't know, I was actually, that night, as it went live, I was on Paying Collectibles live stream. I was there with Toshi and Chasen and Shane and some others. So if you've not seen that, please jump over to Paying Collectibles and go and watch that. So we had a fantastic time, even though I was absolutely worn out. Yeah, so I was up till gone 4, and then I'm actually in my night shifts now. So I apologise if I appear a little bit jaded on this video. I've literally been up about an hour. So, and I really wanted to crack on. Now, the reason I was going to do this video tomorrow because it's my last night shift tonight. And I thought, oh, I feel better because my nights will be done and I've got a few days off. But I'm doing it today because a couple of people now have said, I'm really looking forward to your video. So I thought, I'll get it out for you guys because there's some of you are waiting to see it. And also, my Infinity Studios 1/1 scale Nazgul bust has shipped. It is on the way. FedEx have collected it. In fact, here's the image. Here's the image that Randy sent me of my actual bust. This is my actual bust, my boxes. Look at the size of them. No wonder it cost me a bloody fortune to ship them here. And they've messaged me today saying that it'll be here Thursday. Well, actually, they've said the one box will be here Thursday, the other box will be here Friday. But the next video is going to be that. It's going to be an unboxing. Oh, yeah, and I also thought today when I was thinking about it, a few weeks back I did, on the community section, I did a prediction of what do you all think will be the next piece? And I'll put the results up here. Nearly 100 of you voted, and 9% of you were right. 9% of you were right. The next piece is going to be the Infinity. Now, I've got to be honest with you all. I thought it was going to be the Queen Studios piece because when I did that poll, I was sat thinking, oh, you're all wrong because I know the Queen Studios one is shipped. What I didn't know was, yes, the Queen Studios one had shipped, but it had shipped on a ship. So it's somewhere on the Indian Ocean. So it's probably going to be another 2 months. It might be the last one to get here. So the one I was secretly voting for in my head was completely wrong. But anyway, yeah, so the next video after this one, it's going to be, all being well, it's going to be the unboxing of the Nazgul bust. 2 enormous boxes. I don't quite know how I'm going to do it yet because there's going to be no room to get both boxes in here. So it might be that I have to film it in 2 rooms. We'll see. We'll worry about it when it's here. But I can't wait to get that. Huge thanks to Randy for organising all that for me, mate. You're a legend. You're a star. Thank you. Right. Anyway, let's crack on with this. Although it's going to be all day because I haven't got all day because I've got a few hours and I've got to go to work. Next Level Showcase 10. So, obviously, I've got to talk about the standout piece of the show for me. Oh, and you all know what it's going to be. I predicted a few months ago, for those of you who watch Time Radio, you know that I said my predictions for Lord of the Rings will be Boromir, because they've already teased the render of that. So I was 99.9% certain we were going to see Boromir. I'll get to him shortly. And my other prediction was Gandalf. I just had a strong gut feeling. I thought they're going to do Gandalf. They're bound to do Gandalf. They're going to get one of the main characters out next. And I was sort of sat there thinking to myself, yeah, I'll probably go for Boromir. Because if it's a space issue, then I'll probably use Boromir and get rid of Aragorn, because I think I prefer the Boromir over the Aragorn piece, if I'm being honest with you. But anyway, that's a conversation for way down the road. But I thought, I'm not going to be that bothered with the Gandalf piece. I'm probably not going to be that bothered with the Gandalf piece. The only thing that I was ticking over was the Infinity half-scale one, because it was so good. I wasn't expecting this. My God, Prime 1, take a bow. What innovation, what phenomenal concept. And you know what? I think I even said it on the stream. One of the first things that leapt into my mind when I saw this phenomenal concept was going to be one of those pieces where all the OG collectors can't accuse Prime 1 of copying what came before, because this is entirely new. I mean, it was superb. I mean, to scale Balrog head with the light up feature, and I was there thinking it's going to look perfect next to the diorama. The lightness for Ian on the Gandalf sculpt looks brilliant. You can have it without the Balrog base if that's what you want. You're going to have it on a flat, normal base. 2 swap out portraits from what I could see, because there was one with the hat and one without the hat, and these swap outs must be on both. So you're going to have an ultimate with the Balrog head, and then you're going to have a regular, but even the regular looks like it's going to have exclusive parts in it. So win-win. But even on the back, then I saw later on the back, there's a little mini diorama of the diorama, and that lights up as well. And it looks like the stone in Gandalf staff lights up. So LED features galore. It's huge, and it's done stunningly well. And that for me was the standout piece of the show by a country. Actually, no, not by a country mile. There was one other piece that I, even though I won't get it myself, I thought it was spectacular, and I'll get to that just in a second or two. So yeah, it's 100% pre-order for me. It's 100% pre-order for me. I think I was going to say Infinity. I've got them on my brain because of what I've got coming. I think Prime1 have done. I told you I'd be jaded on this video, guys. I'm really tired. I I'll waffle enough, let alone when I'm not tired. Yeah, so it was superb, spectacular. 10 out of 10 for me on that one. Way better than anything I envisaged coming with the Gandalf piece. So you'll have to let me know what you think of it. The general consensus that I've seen everywhere is it's blown everyone away. In fact, there's only one person, Martin, who messaged me saying, yeah, I'm not quite keen on the Balrog base, but he wasn't quite aware that you can Gavin just on the regular base. So yeah, while we're on Lord of the Rings, obviously we'll cover Boromir. Now, I like this. I like the fact that everything looked spot on, although I must admit when I first saw that statue that's on the base, I like the fact they've done that. I like the base as well. I really like what they've done with the base. I think they've done a spectacular job with that. But that statue, as soon as I saw it, and I said on the live stream, but I couldn't remember the guy's name, I saw this. And now, can you all not unsee that? Do you know what I mean? It's him. Is it Davy Jones? It's just what I saw straight away when I saw that. So I thought, so Prime1, if you're watching this, I appreciate what you've done there. You're going to have to tweak that a little bit because, that's all I see. I thought, why is he fighting next to, why is it Pirates of the Caribbean? But I really like it. The armour and everything, the colour, textures, everything looked bang on. I like the fact he's riddled with arrows because it's his final moment. For me, everything looked really good on it. I noticed some of the close-ups. They got the Horn of Gondor looked, or as Legolas would say, the Horn of Gondor. The Horn of Gondor. It all looked brilliant, and I was like, yeah, I'm really impressed with this. I need to see more images of it. I need to see more. Now, I was quite happy with the portrait. Then Chase messaged me last night and said, I don't like that portrait. I think it's the worst of the four. So obviously we've got Legolas, Aragorn, the Gandalf, and now. And I've been messaging Chase today. Here's an image. So I had to go on the film, and I tried to get a moment where, actually in the fight, I tried to get a moment where he's got the 2 arrows in him, which is very difficult to do. When you try and get an image off the film, it's very difficult. So this is, I think, is a fair as I could get it comparison. It was the best photograph I could get of the Prime1 statue as well, from off the show as well. So, and I looked at it, and I looked at the two side by side, and I thought, oh yeah, well, and I must admit, in the back of my head, when I did see it on the show, even though I was a bit tired, I did sort of think, yeah, the sculpt doesn't look as good as when they did the render image. Remember the render image? He looked to bang on. So something slightly amiss there. But for me, honestly, I don't think this portrait is any worse than the Legolas one for likeness. I think I put Legolas at about around about 80% Orlando. I put this, I won't know until I have it in hand better, but from what I can see, around about 80%. It's not as good as the Gandalf one, which is spectacular. And all the fuss that was made about it. The old Aragorn one's holding up as being one of the better portraits. So anyway, for me, you'll have to let me know what you think of the likeness. For me, it's a good 80% Sean from what I can see there. I personally haven't got an issue with that portrait at all. It won't prevent me from pre-ordering it. I'll know more when I get it in hand, sometime in 2024 probably. So we'll discuss that more. But let me know what you think of those two pieces that you're going for, and blah, 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 blah. Right. So what else? Now, I alluded to earlier that there was another massive standout piece. Now, this piece, I think, is spectacular. In fact, if I was going to be brutally honest, because I wouldn't get it, because I don't collect the line, I would say this is probably the piece of the show for me. because I couldn't find fault with it. In fact, when I put this first image up now, when I was editing these and checking these images, because I took screenshots from the show, I thought I'd taken a screenshot of the actual film because they did put film clips in. I had to double check. This is actually the piece. It's the Jurassic Park Lost World, 2 T-Rexes and Eddie trapped in the car, and this is incredible. I think it's absolutely incredible. Hand sculpted T-Rexes as well. Anyone that collects Jurassic Park, you must be blown away with this, because yeah, round of applause again. Now, there was only really 2 other pieces that I saw that I thought, if I had the space, I'd buy them. And again, one is, well, both are from gaming pieces. I have played a bit of the one game. I haven't played any of the other game. The first one, which was pretty much one of the first pieces they rolled out, which was the giant knight with the huge shield from Demon Souls. I liked when I saw the render image on the previous video, Next Level Showcase they did. As soon as they revealed this, I thought it looked brilliant. I love the little tiny arrows in the shield, and it's just, I mean, it just falls into my wonderful love of fantasy. The piece that jumped at me was the Bloodborne piece, the doll. I thought this was spectacular. I love dark stuff, you all know that. And I had Lady Maria. The Astral Watchtower. It was the very first Prime 1 piece I ever had. Really, I'm not going to go through too much of the other pieces because I'm either not interested in them or they just didn't really leap out at me in any way, because obviously there was a heck of a lot of anime in there. I don't collect DC, and I'll be perfectly honest with you, even in the past showcases I've sat and I thought, oh, that looks good, and that looks good. There was nothing really in the DC collection that really leapt out at me. The only thing that I sort of thought, oh, that looks really cool, was the Batman on throne with the computer screens in the background, and how they've done that. I thought that, again, was spectacular. Again, this is a sign of next level. This is a sign that these companies are pushing and doing more and more to make these pieces more realistic, more stand out, more unique. They're clearly making as more effort as they can, and I know when we started the live stream, Chase said, oh, this might be a bit of a not very good show because obviously it's going to be the after effects of COVID and restrictions and blah 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 blah, and they've wheeled all this stuff out. And at the end, when we were looking at all the stuff that they'd actually wheeled out, because there was a lot of filler, as you all know if you watched it, there was an incredible amount of stuff, and that was just part 1. Oh, Lord of the Rings reveal for part 2. What do we think? Lord of the Rings, it's going to be something mega for part 2, isn't it? Mouth of Sauron on horseback. Come on, we're still in there. It's still got a chance. Unlike what was discussed on the live stream, I'm not going to go through that on here. You'll have to go and watch, but we've somehow got onto the subject of Hobbit porn. So yeah, anyway, I'll leave that there. That's it really. I'm trying to keep this video as short as I can. Like I said, I apologise if I'm a little bit jaded today. I am genuinely tired, and I've got work in 3 hours. So I want to get this edited and banged on before I go to work. Let me know in the comments below what you liked in the Next Level Showcase. What stood out for you? What are you definitely pre-ordering? What are you looking forward to in part 2? Were you disappointed with it? Was there nothing there for you? Anything at all regarding this? I'd love to hear from you all. Shove it in the comments below, please. The next video, which hopefully it'll be this week. Hopefully, if it arrives Thursday, Friday, it'll be this week. We're going to be unboxing the Infinity Studios 1/1 scale Nazgul bust, and I can't wait. Can't wait. So until then, I hope you all have a great week ahead. It's an awful day here. It's chucking it down. But I hope you all have a fantastic week. And if you've enjoyed the video, you know the routine. If you've enjoyed the video, please consider... tired. Please consider clicking the like button, and if you haven't done so already, or you're new here, blah, 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 please also consider subscribing to the channel, because that would really help, and I massively appreciate it. I appreciate everything you all do: watching, commenting, liking, blah, 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 subscribing. I appreciate all of it, you know that. I'll catch you all in the next video, which will be later this week, and like I say, all being well, we'll be unboxing the Nazgul. Until then, I'm going to go. I'm shattered. I'll catch you all in the next video. Ta-da from me. Bye.